Hey everybody, welcome back to Shock and Schlock. I'm your host, Herschel Gillis, and today I am back. I'm going to explain why I've been gone at the end of the video, along with some banana box stuff, but for right now, I am going to be talking about today's film. It's not the film that I've been promising to review. I will be doing that this weekend, but I just want to do a quick one here. It's kind of late, it's dark outside, and I watched this yesterday, and I wanted to talk about it, so I've been getting more into Jess Franco recently, and last night I watched The Erotic Rites of Frankenstein from 1973 by Jess Franco. Now this movie, my little synopsis is probably not going to do it justice, but I can't do a lot of this justice because I don't want to spoil much, but so the basic premise is Dr. Frankenstein and his assistant Morpho are killed very close to the beginning of the film after they bring their creation to life, just like the original Frankenstein. The monster is then taken to Cagliostro, who is this other mad scientist that used to work with Frankenstein, and the two kind of had a disagreement and split off. And he wants to make a female monster for Frankenstein's monster and have them procreate to create a master race. That's the basic premise, but there's a lot of crazy stuff that happens in this film. And I will touch on some of it without spoiling it. So this is going to be a spoiler for your review. I'm going to be talking about a couple things, but I'm not going to mention characters or anything. Just sort of ideas occasionally. Anyway, this is the craziest rendition of Frankenstein I've ever seen. I'm going to be doing more Jess Franco reviews in the future, but I want to start this one by saying that Jess Franco has a very unique style. His films a lot of them are very sleazy, and there's a lot of erotic films in his catalog. The Imperious Lesbos is one of his most well known. I'm going to be reviewing that on the channel as well. What sets him apart from other, directors of this type of cinema is that he films these films incredibly. His cinematography is fantastic. It's top notch. Another one that I watched recently by him was Bloody Moon. I'll also be doing a full review of that, but the same thing goes there. It was a slasher movie, and it's just beautifully shot. The Erotic Rites of Frankenstein is visually fantastic. It mixes that old medieval, old world feel almost of the original Frankenstein with that Technicolor, I almost want to say Argento-esque color palette, I would say. So there's a lot of color pops here. Frankenstein's monster himself, this is not a spoiler because you see in the entire movie, is a man just painted silver, and that sounds silly, but in the context of the movie and the way the vibe is and everything is, it actually works in its favor, in my opinion. The costumes overall are really weird too. There's a woman in this that's instead of Frankenstein's monster, it's Cagliostro's monster originally, named Melissa, and she's half human, half bird, and she has feather patches, and she tweets like a bird. It's really weird, but it works. Despite being called the Erotic Rites of Frankenstein, there's not a whole lot of erotic content in this one, especially compared to other Franco works. There are sexual things, but it is not a sexploitation movie. There's a part where two people are chained together nude and are whipped over a bed of knives. Sort of sleazy, but everything sort of works together in this one, and it's I wouldn't say it's lighthearted, but it's lighter than some Franco works as well. It's a lot of fun. There's chattering skeletons and zombies and Frankenstein's monsters there, and there's psychics and fantastic music, by the way. Great music. The story's really good. I really like the characters. The acting is really good all the way around. The set design is fantastic. I really especially the dungeon, which is shown a lot in this. It really leans into the vibe of the original Frankenstein film and future films, but I'm specifically the original and Bride of Frankenstein. Those two I feel got that the best. Um, and yeah, this works as both a like Jess Franco erotic wild movie and a Frankenstein movie. It reminded me like the tone of the Frankenstein parts. It does match the old Frankenstein movies, but like the tone and like the fun feeling of this one feels like a Hammer horror movie. So like a mix of those, Jess Franco's typical stuff, and like a weird, surrealistic Italian horror movie. And you pretty much get this one. This is not one that I ever see listed as one of Franco's best works. But it really should be. This is a fantastic movie. I didn't expect a ton from this. I just thought it was going to be like a sleazy Frankenstein movie, and what I got was just a really, really good, surreal Frankenstein Italian horror mashup, and it was just very good. I like all of the characters in this. They're pretty well fleshed out for the short runtime. And while this story can be sort of simple at times, there's enough going on to keep it interesting, and the simplicity kind of may deceive you a little bit to like some of the weird stuff in this, and it eases you in until you're at the end of the movie and you're just accepting Frankenstein's monster being in a room with skeletons everywhere, and there's a woman squawking, and there's torture and naked people and everything. You get there gradually, and yeah, this film is fantastic. I really love it. This is one of those films that you put on with a group of friends or people with similar taste to you, and you're really gonna have a good time. Not in like the so bad it's good way when I always talk about these, but this is just really like a good. If Franco ever made a popcorn movie, this would be it. Yeah, this really good. If you like the old Hammer horror movies or the old Universal monster movies, and you like Jess Franco, definitely you're gonna enjoy this. If you're new to Jess Franco, I feel like this is a good entry point. It sort of gets you used to some of the stuff that are like. It shows you some of the stuff that Franco's known for, while also keeping like this classic monster movie feel. So it sort of like melds those two together. Good stepping point, good introduction in my opinion. So yeah, check it out if you haven't. Super cheap too. This is it's not by Severin. I think this is just from Kino Lorber. It's the Redemption line from them. It's like $15. So yeah, not a big investment, but you will enjoy it. If you like my content and you take my recommendations, you should definitely watch. This is the great film. And yeah, it's great. Nothing else to say about it there. But that's it for the review. Coming up here, I've been gone for the last few days because I'm starting a new job still. Still in training, and I have kind of a weird schedule, so I've been having only half an hour lunches and then like a couple breaks away from that, so I haven't really had time to come home and film a video. But yeah, I'm gonna do that this weekend. I'm gonna film some stuff in advance. I've also been filling banana box orders from Thanksgiving or Black Friday. It was Thanksgiving evening and into Black Friday. It was our biggest sale day. I know a lot of people probably don't care about this, but if you are following Banana Box releasing, we sold about 65 DVDs. I don't know why I had such trouble doing that, but yeah, thank you for your support. If you buy an Odd Art t-shirt as well on TeePublic, you get $10 off your order. Just tag us in the post and I'll honor that. We already did it once. Got some more Banana Box stuff coming. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Got an interview with Jonathan Doe coming up as well, so keep an eye out for that. But as always, I've been your host, Herschel Gillis, signing off for today. 0 thoughts, 0 editing, 0 brand sales, and 0 planning. Thanks, guys. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Keep your notifications on, and I'll see you tomorrow.